Hey you guys, it's Grim. First I have to apologize for you probably are going to be able to hear a little bit of a hissing sound in the background because the heat just turned on in my apartment and my microphone is extra sensitive, so I hope it's not too bothersome. Um, I realized that I didn't put up a vlog this week, so I figured, before I jump in my bed and get all cozy and watch some K dramas, I would make a video about my week. So it's been pretty uneventful. I've just been applying to different jobs and, well, mostly writer jobs, and now I'm just starting to realize that a lot of these publishers are exploiting their employees. They're exploiting writers to like the millionth degree. Um, when I started looking for jobs, I started obviously in the paid section, but I started noticing that there were a bunch of jobs that you would normally pay a salary for, and then they put intern intern on it, and it's like, let me click. And they'll have all these job duties for you to do, and it seems like it's maybe like two or three job titles under one intern title. And then they'll be like, this internship is unpaid, and if you would like, we could give you college credit. So they work you into the ground. And I'm talking about like where they have you writing and editing posts and uh, grabbing news, trending news from off the internet. That's something that you would actually pay somebody to do. And they don't want to pay you. They want you to do it for free. And it really, really sucks. Like they continually do this cycle with writers. And then you have these other like blog sites now. So I go on like game journalism because that's like my focus mainly, but I can write about anything. Um, I go to gamejournalismjobs.com, and they have sections where it's for paid jobs and volunteer jobs. Of course, my preference is paid jobs, so I go there first. I apply to a couple websites, and one of them answers back and they're like, we really love your resume and everything. And I'm like, holy shit, yes, of course you do, because it's fly. You love my cover letter and my resume because it's dope. I expect that. But um he's giving me this long thing, and I was like, okay, like, can we get to the part where you hire me? And he says, I would like for you to write, find some trending news, and write an article. I need to know your availability. I want to make sure that you're the right fit for us. So I'm like, okay, cool. But then he says, oh, I just want to reiterate that this is not a paid job. This is voluntary. And I'm just like, bruh, you were in the paid section. So clearly, either you made some type of mistake, which I don't think happened, but I think what it really was is that, it's easier for you to get attention and applicants if you put that it's a paid job, and then you get to tell them, oh, it's not paid. And then you can kind of like, I guess, the person who's applying could kind of be like, well, I do need some experience. I need to add to my portfolio. Fuck that. Like, the only time I'm doing that for something I would really rather not is if it's like a bigger website where I know I can use it as like a jumping platform where somebody say, hey, I recognize that website. Okay, let me look at her body of work. Cool. No, that is not the wave. Of course, um, I move on from that because I really don't have time for that right now. Like, um, it's almost time for me to apply for unemployment. and I would like to not be on unemployment if I don't have to. So I just, I need something where I have money coming in. Okay, cool. Another another thing that I'm starting to I'm starting to come across is um, they'll answer you, and they'll flatter you, and then they'll ask you, hey, watch these videos and give us 3 headlines and an introductory paragraph for each one of the videos, and um, tell us why you've written it that way. This is supposed to be an exercise to see if you're really a fit, but this has been like the main way that these websites get ideas from you, and they steal your shit, and the next thing you know, you look on their page and you see your headline and you see your introductory paragraph, or you see a version of it where they switched up a few of the words, and you're just like, wow, so you just farmed for all these people's information, their skill, just so you could big up your shit, and you didn't hire anybody, or maybe they did hire somebody but it wasn't you, and they still used the ideas that they got from a shitload of people that were answering and looking for a job. That's what I'm noticing, and it's really fucked up. I'm not gonna name the video game company, but a video game company asked to ask for ask applicants to give a whole script. I applied to it. They were like, oh, you have to write a whole script and turn it in. Like, I have to spend my time writing a script, like a short script, but enough where there's like, some sort of like dynamic change and the protagonist and antagonist in there. And then on the very bottom, there was like a disclaimer. They were like, if you are not hired, should such and such game company decide, if you see similar thoughts from whatever you've submitted, it is only coincidence, and you cannot come after them because you've agreed to submit your material, and the people fall for it. I'm sure some people get hired, but people fall for it. And some people that don't get hired, they submit like their best material, and then next thing you know, they see it on screen and they can't do shit about it because they've submitted their material knowing this disclaimer, whether they've read it or not. The disclaimer is there, and you get screwed. So that's basically what I'm seeing so far, and it sucks. Of course, I'm applying to other jobs, like in other fields and things like that, but obviously I want to continue and on my path to be a professional writer, and I'm going to continue to apply. But the games that they are playing out here are just really, really whack. Like, they want everything for nothing. And I feel like there needs to be some type of law against that. You can't just work people into the ground and take their ideas and make a profit off their ideas and say, okay, here's some college credits, or okay, this is unpaid, here's exposure. I can't eat off exposure. I know, like, can you imagine somebody asking you for that? Like, a regular job saying, like, hey, I mean, you can work here and you'll get experience on your resume, but we're not going to pay you. But, they want to break your back and shit. I'm sure there's a lot of jobs out there like that, but, like, holy crap. No, I'm not doing that. Like, you want my ideas? Who are you asking? Me? Couldn't be, because you're not getting my ideas for free. No, the fuck you're not. So, I've got another interview with another airline. It's gonna be a video interview. And in case you guys don't know what the video interview is, yes, it's on video, but it's not like I'm talking to another person on the other end per se. Like they're not on the other end where they're like able to answer you and interact with you. You basically just like record your answers. Like they give you a question, you have 30 seconds to prepare, and then you have 2 minutes to talk about whatever it is and answer the question that they've asked you. And you go about your business afterwards. And then maybe like a couple weeks afterwards, they'll be like, hey girl, we want you to come in for a face to face. Or they'll be like, bye girl, you're not for us. So that is, I think that's pretty much it. I've been playing Final Fantasy 15. I got my copy of Final Fantasy 15. You guys, this game is gorgeous. And I'm so glad that I traveled to a second GameStop. That's another story for another day. So that I can get it the very first day. I do not regret it. I traded in WWE 2K17. I ended up paying like $30 with the tax included because I traded it in, and used the credit towards Final Fantasy 15. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.